Hello friends, my name is Abhijit. With me is Mr. Sultan Sharif. I am a researcher in Idaho State University. Mr. Sultan Sharif is a master student in Idaho State University's robotics lab. Today I am going to show you how to make the Idaho State University's mechanical hand. And first of all, I am going to give you a brief description of a general human hand, and then after I'm going to show you how to make the hand. So this is a normal configuration of a male hand. The upper bone is called distal phalanges, the middle bone is called middle phalange, and the third bone is called proximal phalange. These two joints are called interphalangeal joint, and this joint is called metacarpophalangeal joint. And after that, the rest of the bone is called metacarpal. So here are our hand structure. This is the metacarpophalangeal joint which will be like this. This one will be our second interphalangeal joint, and this one will be our first interphalangeal joint. This one will be our distal phalange, this one will be our middle phalange, and this one will be our proximal phalange. And this joint will be a carpal joint which will be connected to the wrist. This mechanical hand is designed by Kurt Scott. Me, Abhijit, and Mr. Sultan Sharif, we both are under the supervision of Dr. Alba Perez Garcia, she is the assistant professor and associate chair of mechanical engineering department in Idaho State. First, we are going to make a metacarpophalangeal joint, which is this joint. So we take a middle phalange, the carpal joint, and this is the main structure of the metacarpophalangeal joint. We fix this to like this one. After that, we are pushing that to okay. This joint is placed rightly. This. So this is the metacarpophalangeal joint's cover. This one goes like this, and this joint, this phalange, is going to be like this. So this will be connected by these screws, the big ones. So two screws will be needed. One screw goes through this and one screw goes through this. As for now, the current condition, the screws are not going through this because the holes are not so big. So what we have to do, we have to drill this one to make the holes larger, and now that's what I am going to do. So taking this one out, and putting this to like this. And we are going to make small drill to make this holes larger. Okay. Cut. So now we have made the holes bigger here. Now what we are going to do, we will take the joint and make a tab here by a 440 tab. We put like this, and symmetrically we adjust, do like this. Cut. Okay. Now the holes got bigger and we have made the tabs in this joint. What we have done, we have put the, again I am going to show you, we have put this one here and the cover of the joint and the phalanges here. Now we have put at the screws here, and there is some small screws. We have to put the small screws through here. Okay. Now here is the joint. If you can show, this is the joint is like this. Okay. This joint is like for this joint. Okay. Now for the second interphalangeal joint, what we are going to do, we have this interphalangeal joint. I have previously drilled this one and made a tab here. So now just we are going to put it through here, connect the middle phalange here like this. Oh, just like this. So now we are going to screw it up. So the whole so this one, okay. Now we just have to put these screws through here. Cut. Okay. Now we have created the whole finger. How we have done the rest of the part is, we have taken the distal phalanges, the middle phalange we have connected with this one, the last interphalangeal joint, and we have connected this to the same procedure. Okay. So what we have done, we have created 4 fingers right here. Actually, so this one is a thumb, so this one is like this. So this will be connected like this,